What's up, Galaxy? It's time for Bantha Soup, the show where everything Star Wars related is up for discussion. I am your host, Gil Garcia, and I'm sure we can all agree Rogue One was freaking awesome! Woo! A darker, more serious tone than what we're normally used to. Nobody got out alive on this one. We got to see the sacrifice those rebel soldiers made to the Empire when they were against all odds. Straight up action from beginning to end. Jyn Erso and Chirrut Inway kicking some stormtrooper butt. We got to see how far the rebels had to go and how brutal they had to be for the greater good. Like Captain Cassian popping his informant point blank range so he didn't get caught by the Empire. You ain't snitching on me? BAM! Grand Moff Tarkin is back in action. The first second he was on screen, my wife looked over at me and I was like... I know some people are a little washy on the CGI Tarkin and Leia, but I thought they looked simply amazing. It blew my mind how authentic and real sounding they were able to make them sound to the late great Peter Cushing. And it only gets better with every viewing. Don't hate, appreciate! I just love all the new characters. Director Krennic was super awesome and suave. He was his own villain but had his own stuff going on with Tarkin. I loved all the new troopers, but my most favorite and MVP for me was my boy K2SO. That droid was so funny and kicked some major butt. He's almost as cool as Lando Calrissian sipping on some Colt 45.
Hello, what have we here? When I've got to destroy a Death Star, I reach for an ice cold 45. Works every time, baby.
But the most awesome thing for me was this film's ability to completely transform my thoughts and the way I feel about the original trilogy. After watching Rogue One, I have a sense of how dire the situation was, the complete weight and brutality of the Empire. We now have an understanding of what the Alliance was fighting for and what they had to sacrifice. I'm sure you did the exact same thing. As soon as the movie was over, I ran home and put on A New Hope. Watching that intro was a completely new experience for me, and that's insane because I grew up with that movie my entire life. Rogue One completely enhances the original trilogy. Oh, and that Vader scene! So in celebration of this amazing movie and the DVD release, we're going to take a look at the new ship specifically created for the film. It's the UT-60D U-Wing Starfighter and Support Craft made by Hasbro.
The U-Wing was used by the Alliance to restore the Republic during the Galactic Civil War, used to drop troops into battle and provide cover fire. U-Wings were pivotal in transport and protection of the Rebel Alliance's ground forces during the Battle of Scarif. Now, to be upfront, this version of the U-Wing is nowhere near being movie accurate, but I will say it does look pretty great with its blue and yellow paint details and does have some pretty cool play features. Right off the bat, you can see the U-shape the ship gets its name from. The two wing-like strike S-foils are retractable and can be positioned forward-facing and backward-facing depending on the situation.
Now this is a pretty sweet feature. There's a little lever on the back end of the engines. You just push it forward, lock S-foils in attack formation. Back up front. Pretty awesome.
U-Wings were armed with a pair of fixed position KX-7 laser cannons. Here's our first example of the ship differing from what we saw in the movie. In the film, the ship had a two-seater cockpit that was located in the center of the fuselage with viewports above and below. In Hasbro's version, the ship is designed with a one-man cockpit. It's got a little slot for a figure's blaster, some amazing seat details, an elastic seat belt which is new, and a swivel cockpit door. I really wish this was made as a two-seater ship like the one in the movie so I could put my K2SO figure next to Cassian, but still pretty cool overall. The other major difference between the toy and the film is the troop cabin. The U-Wing in the movie was actually like a troop transport with loading doors on both sides of the ship used to drop troops into battle and provide cover fire for them.
On the toy, the doors are sculpted on the side of the ship, but Hasbro opted not to put in any type of cabin or cargo hold, and instead put in the infamous
Nerf Dart Blaster Cannon!
Now this was strictly made for kids' play value, and let's be honest, this was made for kids, not 32-year-old men, so I get it. But as much as I would love to have a troop transport for all my figs, the feature's still pretty cool.
On top of the ship, you have a secret button hidden on the back of the cockpit. When you press it down, the Nerf gun drops down below.
When you push the same button down, the Nerf dart shoots out.
You then load another dart from the side storage down below, click it in, and repeat.
And the best part? You push the Nerf dart back up into the ship, forget about it, and you never know it's there.
Atmospheric speeds of up to 950 kilometers per hour were made possible by four 4J4 fusel thrust engines attached next to the fuselage. Hyperspace was achieved by four Incom GBK 585 hyperdrive motivators with one mounted in each engine housing. The ship has four landing platform stands that you can pull out manually for jam-packed display action. Oh, and the ship does come with a packed-in Captain Kazian. Normally pack-in figures are just horrid, but overall this one isn't too bad. His body sculpt looks great with his jacket, pants, and boots. He comes with a blaster that can actually be holstered. The biggest downfall of this figure is the head sculpt. His beard is a little scruffy and the paint is just a little off, but if you're just gonna keep him in the cockpit, he'll do just fine. So there she is, Hasbro's U-Wing from Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Not a movie accurate piece, but still really cool.
Hey Galaxy, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please like us and subscribe on YouTube to stay up to date on all Bantha Soup. And like us on Facebook at Bantha Soup. Send us a comment, send us a message. Let us know what you thought about Rogue One and the new U-Wing. Guys, we're just about to move into the new Bantha tank, so stay tuned for new reviews, new updates, and everything Star Wars. Bantha Soup will be attending the Dallas Comic Expo from March 31st to April 2nd, so look for our full video review on that. Thanks for watching. My name is Gil, and this is Bantha Soup.